Welcome to my temple. In this environment in my temple we will talk about method and practice, and also about theory connected to method. But the focus should be on method, or to practice. And this is the most important part in all esoteric traditions. And there's a huge difference between people who read, study only, and the ones who do it with method in order to transform themselves. And of course this is where I want to go to, and for the ones who are brave enough to go here with me. But there are of course many things you have to know before we get started. As I have stated on my channel, this is a left-hand path channel, and left-hand path esoteric paradigm is huge, and it is a little bit dark and a little bit rough. I started out with Lurianic Kabbalah, or rather alchemy, but then I went into Lurianic Kabbalah. I studied it for 10 years, and then I felt a lack, something was nagging me. I asked Lucifer to show himself to me, and he did, and then I knew he existed. He wasn't unpleasant at all, rather very father-like figure. And my left-hand path method, because there are many, don't get too much in details with this because it's huge. There are many traditions within a tradition. Left-hand path is a big paradigm. Not one left-hand path practitioner do it exactly the same, and that is fine. I will show you the groundwork, how to begin, and then you will probably find a little bit different takes on things, and that's perfectly fine. I want to show you the door. This is a highly individualized method, and when we are here we will only talk practice and method, and I will have an online course, and I will talk about it soon. This is my new temple. I am building it right now, therefore it is not near complete. But you can't always wait for perfection all the time, because then you will just get stuck. You have to bear the burden to do wrong things and to fail, and it is through failure we also succeed. And this is not my first temple, therefore I want to put it in order with my new knowledge and make it even better than before. And you will see the changes if you are joining my course, because I will do the changes during the course. Now, many questions have come up of the left-hand path, and of course it's very important to answer some of them. Many are thrown off by its dark premise, or that is, it is dark and dark images and stuff like that, and fear kicks in, and many become fearful, therefore they never start the journey. Well, there is fear to be held. I mean, it's not for all. What we try to do, what you will experience if you do the right thing, is your shadow, the darkness, and all of that you want to keep hidden, or you are blind to it because it's in your unconscious part of yourself. And when we drag it up to the surface, of course it will not be fun, but that's not the purpose with this method. The purpose with the method is transformation. If you don't work with your shadow or transform it, you will project it against others. There is no way around it. And we can see it clearly today. You know, for the most part, many people are completely in the blind. They don't want to confront themselves. They blame everything on the outside. They will not go anywhere in this lifetime. And that's, of course, is the purpose. They are just manipulated to become what they are. Left-hand path method is very individualized. We do it on our own for the most part in the temple. We do the work. We are on our own in the temple. But that doesn't mean that we don't share knowledge, information, experience, and that is important. It is also important to have someone to talk to, because sometimes we need an advice from outside of us and so on. So we share experience. We are not alone, and you should not be alone. That's not a good take on things. And my take is a Luciferian left-hand path method. What do I mean by that? My goal is only of transformation and evolution. Rebellion. I am not that interested in the Geisha demons to ask for favors on the material plane. I want to transform. I want to become something more. And that is the aim and the focus. I'm not doing this for myself. I do it for all humans who have the bravery, the warrior instinct to do the same. And I think it's very important for the human race to do it. And I think you will see a shift or a split within humanity, where you see the people who understood that what I'm talking about now and the one who hasn't. They will be without power. And that is a very damaging state to be in, especially today. I am an esoteric person. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, even though I'm talking about conspiracies sometimes, but that's only to make my esoteric theories more visible or more understandable. You have to transform. No one else will come and save you. Only you can save yourself. No aliens, no white hats, no nothing will come and save you. I can't save you. I can show you the door and then you can save yourself. Lucifer won't save you. No angels, no demons will save you. They will show you how to transform, but you have to do the work. They don't help anyone who doesn't help oneself first and foremost. If you are here to be helped, you have this wrong mindset. If you have mental issues or if you're unstable, then I can't recommend the left-hand path method for now. I used to say that I'm quite a joyful person for the most part, but when I go into my work I confront the darkness, but I need this joyful attitude to life, otherwise I will succumb to the darkness. You need to have a focus, and transformation is fun, but it is very hard work, and sometimes you will feel empty, meaningless, overpowered, no power, a victim. You will feel stuck, because it is not as you take one step at a time in a steady pace. No, you will feel stuck sometimes and nothing happens, and then you will take a giant leap forward. The good part with this method is that you will have results straight away from the beginning if you do the right thing. Maybe not huge things, but things will happen. And if you ain't prepared for it, you will be a little bit frightened, of course, and then you have to take a step back, rest, take it easy. That is the reason why I think it is good to be a little bit older if you are going to, if you choose this method. You need wisdom, discernment. You need an understanding when your intellect can't reason or understand what's happening, and then you have to shut it down and feel your intuitive side of yourself, how to go about it. And this is a very important lesson if you are into Luciferianism. You need both your intuitive feminine side and your logic masculine side. Many people fool themselves over and over again. They are into the feelings. New Age crowd, for example. This is as far away you can come from the New Age crowd. This is rough. This is honesty. To have an honest look at yourself. Don't fool yourself. You can fool yourself if you want to, but you will not proceed. You will not transform. And if I ask you to start the course beforehand, I would say take an honest look at yourself, your strength, your weakness. What do you want to accomplish? Why? What is your goal? Why do you do this method? And this is an individual method, therefore you can have your own reasons. As long as you not do it for nefarious purposes. I care, I do, because for me it is important to work for humanity. But now, why is this important from a psychological point of view? Now, I work as a teacher in psychology. I study psychology. All the people who are lost and have fallen for the lies, the medical industry, for example, climate change, all of that nonsense. They haven't any developed individuality. They don't know who they are, therefore they fall for everything. They run with the flock, with the collective. They don't stand for anything because they haven't figured out who they are, what they want. That is a very damaging state for the brain. Your brain needs food for thought, to be creative, to challenge your mind, to read, to work on yourself, both physically and mentally, is very important. In the Luciferian path, we drink a lot of water. Water is very important for you. Good exercise, good medicine, vitamin C, D, magnesium. Take care of your temple, your body. It's very important. One thing leads to another. Don't ever compromise with certain things. You have to be brave, tell the truth when you get asked who you are. Program your brain with winning, not failing. And when I mean winning, I mean don't have too big goals you can't achieve. It's better to have short, very small goals and then accomplish them. Your brain will be programmed to succeed and not to fail. Be very careful with your brain and your heart, because you need both if you are going to go to the Luciferian left-hand path method. Now, where will we begin? Many have asked me about the course, and I will have a course, and I will have it online, and every time we will I will send, or I will podcast my course, I will be here in my temple. My idea was to have my other esoteric study room when I talked about theory, and to be here when I talk about method. I need my temple when I do the method. Sometimes I need to show you things, of course. I will see how it will work out. I hope the sound ain't too bad. It's a little bit echo in here and so on. I hope you hear me clear and it's no problem with sound. Otherwise you have to tell me. Then I have to change it. But I don't know how for now. But when I'm in here, it should be about method. It can be about theory, but theory about method. In the esoteric study room, I will talk about theory. And I will go into some conspiracy sometimes just to make a point in an esoteric point. I like to analyze movies and decode them, as you know. I've decoded The Shining, for example. That part will not be transmitted from here, because it has nothing to do with method. And that is a thing I want to hammer home. All esoteric paradigms should have theory and a clear method. Otherwise, it ain't esoteric. You can claim to talk about esoteric theories, of course, but as a practicing esoteric person, you do both. So I hope it's clear, and as I said, I will work on this temple as we go along in the course. I will have the first part of the course 7th of January. It is the next Sunday. And I will use Skype. I hope it's okay for you. The reason why I chose Skype is because I have it and it's quite easy. It is free and so on. You will have my address up here in this presentation, and I will put it in my commentaries down below in the description of the clip as well. I will send it 7 p.m. Swedish time. You have to figure out what time it is on your end, of course, and because you all can join from different countries, but it's not that hard, and it's not that hard to get Skype or downloaded or installed. It's very easy, I think. And that's the reason why I chose it. Some hate it, some like it. You know how it is. Doesn't matter. You are not here to like a program. You are here to learn a method. But if it becomes a problem, then let's discuss it. We will have 20 meetings this spring, or after New Year. We will have 20 different courses, parts of the courses, over a period of from January to the end of May. And I will always send it the same time, same day, because everyone has a lot to do, and it's good to have it all the same to program your brain. So 7 p.m. Sunday, my time, Swedish time, every Sunday until the end of May. except the 12th of May. It's a Sunday, and it's my birthday. I don't know if maybe we can have something on, but I don't know what's going to happen. You never know with friends and so on. But anyway, I will try to keep it 1 hour to 2 hours long each time, each meeting. I live in Sweden, and that's the reason why I chose 7 p.m. because for the most part you are behind me. I don't want you to be sitting up all night if you're going up on Monday to work or something. Then it will be a break for the summer. And the reason is I work very hard in the summer, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. But then, if you like it, and if it works fine, I will start up again in autumn, and I will come back with the dates. Now, this is a new beginner course in left-hand path. If you have already studied a lot of it, then skip the first and the second and come back later on. But I take this very seriously, and you shouldn't go forward too fast, rather the opposite. A lot of things can happen if you do this in a reckless manner. First off, some people will get scared if too much happens very early on, and they turn around and never come back again. And I think it's very important to keep on coming. Therefore, I rather take it slow, and I will take it slow. Don't be afraid. Second, if I take it slow, you can always back off if it overwhelms you, if you think it's too much for you, if you can't handle it. I will use a Luciferian left-hand path. Therefore, we will go straight to the moon, or straight towards the moon. But then there are preparation you can do before that, even that step. And 7th of January I will talk about it, and I will talk about how to start as well. But then again, you're all individuals. Therefore, please have a good intuitive feeling about yourself and honesty. What you think, what pace you think you should use. I have studied psychology, therefore for me it's important to be able to meet all of you one-on-one as an individual, listen to you, help you. I have no clue how many will join the course. Now, many have asked me about the price, and I have come to this conclusion because this is my honest take. This is my honest reason why I do this. It is very important that you work with yourself and transform. Every person who can do it and are willing to do it is important for me. This is about my race, my family, the human family. Money is important if you have to pay your bills. But let's try to do it like this. You donate what you want to donate to begin with. And if you have a lot of money, you can donate a little bit more. And if you don't have that much money, you don't donate that. Don't donate too much. And then we will see. And of course, if it takes too much effort on my part and too little come in, I don't know if I can continue on after the summer, because I have a company I have to work with. It's a healthcare company and a mental healthcare company. We try to work with both mental and physical health here. That's the point, and that is what I'm doing right now. But this is on a completely different level. I'm used to work when I work for the company. Most people come to our company have no understanding of how deep I can go. Of course, you are a chosen few, and I'm not saying that because I want to it's the truth, right? It's you have come very far when you ask the right questions. How can I work with myself in order to transform on a metaphysical plane? Now we have become a metaphysical warrior, and that's the truth. This method is just the start of things. If you like it, and if it works for me, we can continue on for years, and 5 years, 10 years if you want to. There is an end, but it takes time. And I can promise you, you have no clue how far you can go. But let's figure that out. And as I said, remember, this is a highly individual method. I help you to open doors. What's happening from there, I don't know. Don't run away. Don't think that you can do it on your own because you have had a big breakthrough. Don't get hybris, or don't please take care of yourself. It's going to be hard work. This is not funny games. But every time you overcome your weakness, every time you unlock memories from past lives or wherever, you will feel stronger. You will feel like this is the only thing that is important for you, until you come to a certain point where you feel a loss. And you will come to that part different times during the courses, during your life, when you work on yourself, that you feel that nothing is worth anything. Complete feeling of emptiness, of oblivion, of void. You will overcome them. You are not alone. This is an individual method, but doesn't mean that you should be alone or have your experience alone, or that you shouldn't express what you experience to other people. That's stupid. There are a couple of things you might need. One more time, don't overdo things to begin with. You don't have to buy hundreds of pencils or whatever, 100 candles. You don't need a fancy temple. Don't give your brain excuses not to start. I can't afford 100 red candles, therefore I can't start. No, you buy one. And if you want to go to buy candles, buy one red and one black. If you don't have any pencils or pens, buy a black and a red. Buy some sheets, paper. It is good to have quite big ones. If you can't afford it, you buy what you can. buy some incense. And I will go into details later on, but for now it is not important because I don't want to overwhelm you. You don't need a lot of shit to get started. If you live in an apartment, have a sacred space within your small apartment you dedicate to your temple work. Use the same space. Dedicate it to the work. When you go to this sacred space in your apartment, then your brain understands it's time to go to work. If you can, don't allow others to go there. If you can, have it in a closed space or something. If you can't, do the best. It's very good to have access to nature and stuff, to take a walk. Some rituals you might want to do in the woods. But when you do it indoors, do it in your temple, dedicated space for this work. I'm going to talk about books, but I don't want to talk about books right now. Just relax. 7th of January I will help you a little bit with it, but you don't need to buy books right away. I will help you to start without any books. And then it helps to have books, especially later on. But you don't buy a lot of stuff to begin with. As I said, we will have this exact same time, Sunday 7 p.m. my time, Swedish time. If you are hanging around, if you are dedicated enough, and if you're having this course many years, then I might ask you if you want to come and visit me on Gotland, Sweden, and in physical form. You never know how far this will go. And we have a company here, as I said, and it's not a movement, but a lot of people who are curious and want to know how to transform. I meet them in physical form, in person, and we will have a practical method working here as well with some of the people who lives here in Gotland, Sweden. I hope you have the information you need, and mail me or put some comments in the commentary under the clip, and I can comment them, and I will put in some information there as well about the Skype address and where you can donate some money if you want to. This is the day before a new year, and I wish you a new year, and next year will be an interesting one, and a rough year. Don't get caught up with it too much. If you want to make a difference, you work on yourself. That's the best you can do. Doesn't mean that you can't speak up. If people ask you, you should be honest and tell them the truth. But we are in Jehovah's Witness. We don't knock on doors. We don't harass people. We don't harm people. But if they ask you an honest question, you answer them. I wish you a happy new year, and take care of yourself, the loved ones, your children, and yourself.